Good evening, everyone. So today, good evening. Today, we'll start new chapter 36, growth and survival of farms. Inshallah, hopefully, I'll finish this chapter in one class. Chapter 35, I've taken so long time. So because it was a fundamental chapter, 36, yeah, we have covered many of these things in previous classes and business studies. So no problem with me. Okay. Now, I want to take a test. Okay, on first of all, let me show you. Huh? So previous test, I can't even give you the feedback because you're not submitting. Huh? Previous test, okay, chapter 32, 33, 34. How many of you have submitted? দেখি একটু
স্যার আমি
কে
এখন দিচ্ছি আমার আর 10 মিনিটসের মতো লাগবে সাবমিট করতে
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে তাহলে ফারিহা শাইরা সামারা জিনাথা ইজ দেয়ার সো ইউ 4 হ্যাঁ নুসরাত দিলে 4 4 তাহসান স্কুলে দিয়েছে জিনাথা এখানে হলো রাইফ এখানে 6 প্রিয়া নিউ সামারা সামারা তো দিয়েছে তাহলে কে বাকি থাকলো আরেকজন হ্যাঁ 9 6 আর 2 8 তাহলে 4 জন 2 জন 6 জন হ্যাঁ তাহলে তাহসান রাইফ দিয়েছে শুধু প্রিয়া ছাড়া তোমরা সবাই তাই না ওকে I have to give you feedback so a test on entire unit 7 ও না তোমাদের এখন নিতে পারবো না ইউনিট 7 পুরো তো তোমাদেরকে পড়াই তাহলে হয়তো নেক্সট উইকে নিব ইনশাআল্লাহ আর সানডেতে ফিডব্যাক দিব বা আজকেও কি ফিডব্যাক দিব হুম আজকে পড়াইনি ঠিক আছে আজকে let me finish off this chapter first so growth and survival of farms again ঠান্ডা লাগতেছে নাকি একটু না ফারিয়া এক কাজ করো লাইট অফ করে দাও লাইট অফ করে দাও লাইট আর ফ্যান অফ করে দাও আমরা শুধু এসিতেই থাকি আসলে ও খুব কাশি হচ্ছে এখানে কি প্রিয়া
Yes, sir.
so did you have economics and business both in O level
Ji, sir.
then you know that this chapter এখানে এমন কেউ ছিল ও শায়রার কেউ এসে বিজনেসে পড়িয়েছে সব রিজনস ফর ডিফারেন্ট সাইজ অফ ফার্মস ঠিক আছে some farms are small some farms are large in perfectly competitive market many farms you'll see very small okay in monopoly you'll see large farm so There are many factors why some firms become big, large. That is availability of capital. Some business, specialized business, they're supposed to be small, those. Hmm. Okay. When market power lies with large multinational companies, some of which are as follows. There are economic activities where the size of farm market is too small, support large farm. Farm may involve specialist skill. Why some farms remain small? This. Okay. Can you remember? Hmm? Owner's preference, those stuff. Those stuff. Hmm. Okay. For large firms such as multinational company, growth is strongly linked with pursuit of profit. Hmm. The motives behind a large firm's growth include the following: the desire to achieve reduction in long run average cost, benefit of economy of scale. Now you all know economy of scale. Hmm. To achieve bigger market share, তারপর আলহামদুলিল্লাহ. So sales revenue to diversify product range. eh, There you learn another term, economy of scope. You have learned economy of scale. Now you will learn economy of scope. Samara, can you read out from key term economy of scope?
Economies of scope, where a reduction in average total.
Hello? কি কি কোথেকে কি একটা ইয়া আসলো, ওই যে আননোন কল গুলো. হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ, পড়ো. সরি, কি টার্ম?
Where a reduction in average total cost is made possible by a firm changing the different goods it produces.
Changing different goods it produces. ঠিক আছে? ধরো যে কি স্কুলগুলো, এই স্কলাস্টিকার কথাই চিন্তা করো. হ্যাঁ, স্কুলের বিজনেস, এটা ওটা. তারপর ওরা কি করলো, একটা হ্যাঁ প্রিন্ট প্রিন্টিং প্রেস করলো, বই ছাপায়. হ্যাঁ, সো দে ক্যান সেল দোজ বুকস টু দিয়ার স্টুডেন্টস, তাই না? হ্যাঁ, ওখানে কারণ স্কলারশিপ স্টুডেন্টরা যে তোমাদের যে বইগুলো ছাপায় ওরাই ছাপায় দেয় বা কিছু করে এরকম, কি জানি প্রিন্ট ক্রাফট. সো ইন দিস ওয়ে দে ক্যান রিডিউস এভারেজ কস্ট. হ্যাঁ, রিডিউস এভারেজ কস্ট এরকম. এই জন্য কংগ্লোমারেট মার্জার বা একটা কোম্পানির হ্যাঁ আরেকটা কাজ করে. ঠিক আছে? দে ক্যান রিডিউস কস্ট. এটা হচ্ছে ইকোনমি অফ স্কোপ. হ্যাঁ, প্রাইভেট ফার্ম দে উইল ইউটিলাইজ দেয়ার ফ্যাসিলিটিস হ্যাঁ টু আর্ন মোর. এক ইয়া স্কলাস্টিকে এসটিএম হল ভাড়া দেয় না, জানো? দেয় কিন্তু. So that is this STM hall is actually for students purpose and your events everything, but it is sometimes rented to other people. Friday Saturday এটা rent করে, they are making money out of it. হ্যাঁ, আমি নিজেই ওখানে দেখছি যে এখানে ভাড়া নিয়ে এরকম করতেছে. ঠিক আছে, ফ্যাশন শো এটা ওটা এখন. সো দ্যাট ইজ ইকোনমি অফ স্কোপ. আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড? Economy of scope. Internal and external growth of firms, you know that very well. Internal growth. Hey Shaira, can you recall, Shaira, this stuff? Vertical integration, forward integration, this stuff, Shaira?
স্যার এক্সাক্ট ডেফিনেশন গুলো মনে নেই কিন্তু
মনে নাই, কিন্তু
মোটামুটি ধারণাটা
মনে
আছে।
হচ্ছে যেগুলো তোমাকে এএসএ বিজনেসে পড়ছো, গ্রোথ অফ এ ফার্ম.
জি স্যার।
Same. So internal growth, when from firm growing itself, making, opening new outlet, new branch, and increasing in its output production volume. Hmm. volume, increasing its production volume, production line, this stuff. External growth, when a firm is growing large by taking over or merger. Two way. Taking over means one firm is buying out another firm, or in public limited company buying most of the share of it, and merger, two firms merging together. Okay, that is external growth. So diversification, like Shaira from key term, read out diversification.
Diversification, where a firm grows through the production or sale of a wide range of different products.
Wide range of different product, like Boshundhara. It was the first real estate company. Used to land developer selling land. Then now they expanded their business operation to Boshundhara toilet tissue, Boshundhara soybean tel, Boshundhara atta, many different product. And why they do that? Because spreading risk over many product. Okay, all business have peak season, off season, on season. Say off season for one business, on season for another business. So if one business is like dying, declining stage, another business is growth stage. Okay, product life cycle, rising star, growth, cash cow, dog, like this. Say for example, Boshundhara land develop, their land plots are almost finished to sell, but they are making money with other products now. Okay, like this. So businesses diversify their product. Diversification of product. Now integration, uh, integration, horizontal integration. Horizontal integration, when two business merge together, or one business is taking over another business in the same industry, same stage of production. So for example, in a garment industry, one factory is producing shirt, and it is buying out another garment factory that is producing denim jeans pant. Both of them in same industry, garment industry, both of them in same stage of production, sewing, stitching. Okay, so it is horizontal integration. Or Robi mobile phone, Robi merged with Airtel in 2016, 8 years before. Same industry, same stage of production merge. It is horizontal integration. Why horizontal integration is taking place? Mainly for quite a few reasons. First, to increase market share. You know, is there anyone who don't know the term market share? Frankly, tell me. I'll explain. Market share, তোমরা তো জানো। Market share, all of you know about market share. Okay. Shaira, understand market share?
जी sir.
So grab more market share. Reduce, say for example, before Robi had 15% market share, Airtel had 10% market share, but both together they become 25%. Now more than 30% market share of whole mobile SIM cards in Bangladesh. First, to grab more market share, to reduce competition, to enjoy economy of scale. Production costs of course will be reduced. Before two company used to, in same area, they used to use two different mobile tower, same area. Now in one mobile tower they can use. Don't you think that? So they can save money on that. So to enjoy economy of scale, that is. Another is vertical integration. Horizontal, this sidewise, vertical, ups and down integration. When a firm or business, firm will say in economics, merges or takeovers its supplier, we'll call it backward vertical integration. That means A garment industry is buying textile industry, its supplier, from whom it buy fabric or cloth. That is vertical backward integration supplier. Why they do so? Eh, to absorb the profit made by the supplier. Second, to get control over supply on time, more secured supply, to limit supply to competitors, taken competitive advantage, economy of scale you can say. Forward vertical integration when like a company merges or take over its retailer, it is called forward vertical integration. Like a garment industry uh, is now merges or taking over its own outlet, uh, retailing clothing store like artisan trends in Uttara. They sell clothing, shirts, shirts, trousers. They're just buying them out, pretext. Gramming phone, just I have uh, like a Grameen phone is producing mobile phone now. It is forward or backward vertical integration or backward. মোবাইল ফোনের সাপ্লায়ার সিম জিপি হবে না, ও তাহলে কি ফরওয়ার্ড হবে? ফরওয়ার্ডই হওয়ার কথা, ফরওয়ার্ড হওয়ার কথা। So there forward vertical integration when a firm is buying or taking over its retailer. So why forward vertical integration takes place? First, to absorb the profit made by the retailer. কারণ তোমার কাছ থেকে কিনে ও বেশি দামে বিক্রি করতেছে, হ্যাঁ, why not sell yourself? ঠিক আছে, for absorb profit made by the retailer, হ্যাঁ, then like uh, reaching directly to the customers, reaching directly to the customers. In any other way you can say selling economy of scale, those stuff like this. It a vertical integration. Learn this. Cartels, হ্যাঁ, নাও কে জানি বলছিল স্যার হোয়াট ইজ কার্টেল? কার্টেল জিনিসটা পড়ে principle. Cartel, who asked me about cartels? Remember?
Sir, I had a.
নুসরাত,
Ji, sir.
এখন কার্টেল পড়ো। কার্টেল বুঝে, বাংলাদেশে এটাকে বলে সিন্ডিকেট। বাংলাদেশে ইন কলিকুয়াল টার্ম নিউজ পেপার ইট কামস সিন্ডিকেট। ব্যবসায়ীরা মিলে এরকম করে, আমরা এরকম দাম বাড়াবো, হ্যাঁ, এরকম এসে কম্পিটিশন করবো না, এটা ওটা করে, হ্যাঁ, দিস কার্টেলস। নাও in section 35, Nusrat, read out.
In section 35.3, you learn that cartel is a formal agreement between member firms in an industry to limit competition. The agreement may involve fixing the quantity to be produced by each cartel member or by fixing the price for which the product is sold. Other restrictions may also be applied. A cartel maximizes products in the same way as monopolist. OPEC is the best known long-standing example of a cartel. It currently has 30 members, and membership is open to any countries that are substantial net exporters of crude petroleum. The last member to join was Congo in 2018, but Qatar withdrew in 2019 and Ecuador in 2020. The organization has strengthened its market power by seeking to control the price of oil from non-members such as Russia and Kazakhstan, and is known as OPEC+. As a cartel, OPEC is widely criticized. Members of the two organizations produce about 50% of the world's oil, yet own around 80% of known crude oil reserves as well as substantial reserves of natural gas. This shown in figure 36.7. OPEC and OPEC Plus clearly have determine considerable power in the market to determine not only current but significantly future prices. OPEC's power in the market is far less than it was in the 1970s, when it had a near monopoly hold over
The global supply of oil.
the global supply of oil. Saudi Arabia was and still is a powerful voice in the organization.
Mhm.
OPEC's power has decreased as other countries, especially the USA, have obtained oil from shale and from offshore drilling. The USA is now the world's biggest oil producer by volume and can clearly use this to offset OPEC's power. OPEC's economic power will also weaken if new suppliers emerge from outside of the cartel or consumers take action that will reduce consumption. Technology may provide alternatives to oil such as electric vehicle and solar-powered aircraft.
ওকে, একটু পরে আমি এই জিনিসগুলো আগে এগেইন এন্ড এগেইন হ্যাভ এক্সপ্লেন টু ইউ। ওপেক পড়েনি? সৌদি আরবে ওই যে অলিগোপলি পড়ার সময়, হ্যাঁ, সৌদি আরবিয়া, রাশিয়া, দোজ, হ্যাঁ, সৌদি আরবিয়া, রাশিয়া অ্যাকচুয়ালি লার্জেস্ট exporter of oil. USA is now largest producer of oil, but they consume most of their oil themselves. Huh? Because before, okay, USA was the largest importer of the oil in the world before 2009. Oil price in that time rose to $147 per barrel. Hmm. Now, after the breakthrough, technological breakthrough in USA, shale oil, from the rock, right? The petroleum trapped inside rock. You know rock? Eh? Before there was no technology. Now they have made a technology, horizontal drilling. হ্যাঁ, ড্রিল তো ওই যে ভার্টিক্যালি হয়, উপর থেকে নিচে হয়। তারা কিরকম করে নিচ থেকে ওই রকগুলো ইয়ে করে এক্সট্রাক্টিং অয়েল, হ্যাঁ, আর অফশোর মানে সমুদ্রে ওদের হলো ইয়াতে সি বটম অফ সি লেভেল এখান থেকে করে দে আর প্রডিউসিং। সো নাও চায়না হ্যাজ বিকাম দ্য লার্জেস্ট বায়ার অফ অয়েল। কিন্তু ওই যে ইউএস এর ডিমান্ড কমে গেল, ডিমান্ড লেফটে শিফট করে গেল, হ্যাঁ, অয়েল প্রাইস ওয়াজ নট সো হাই এনিমোর। ঠিক আছে, আজকে কত $70 কাছাকাছি। হ্যাঁ, আজকেও দেখলাম অয়েল প্রাইস। আমি তো বারবারই বলি অয়েল প্রাইসটা আমি ফলো করি। হুম, একটা জিনিসও শিখে আসো। হ্যাঁ, কার্টেল ইট রিয়েলি হেল্পস মি। হুম, এগুলো শেখাই ইকোনমিক্সের স্টুডেন্ট, এগুলো লাগবে জানা। Oil price in international market, there is brand. Okay, so can you see crude oil price now? Huh? Okay, see this marban crude, can you see এই স্ক্রিনে দেখতে পাচ্ছ oilprice.com, oil price now?
Sir,
হ্যাঁ,
দেখাচ্ছে।
ও বই দেখা যাচ্ছে না?
Sir, book দেখাচ্ছে।
আহ, এই আবার আর এক ঝামেলা। আচ্ছা আমি মুখে বলি, তোমরা শোনো। হ্যাঁ, the oil from middle eastern countries, হ্যাঁ, কারণ different mine they have different brand quality. Oil from middle eastern countries, they are called marban crude. Marban crude. Oil from British oil companies like British Petroleum, those, they have many, though England itself don't have oil petroleum mine, but British Petroleum has oil fields, as a multinational company in different areas in the world. So those oil is called Brent crude. Brent crude are like US oil, those shale oils, or USA have natural oil as well. Oil. Their brand name is called WTI crude, means West Texas Intermediaries. Understand? And this today is oil price is Brent crude, Marban crude, $71 per barrel. One barrel equal to nearly 32 point something liter. Okay, so so I follow this website. Russia export strong global oil demand growth through 50. Iran have similar. Now, so cartel, the Saudi Arabia was champion. Saudi Arabia has second largest reserve of oil in the world. You know which country has the largest reserve of oil in the world? Anyone knows which country has the largest reserve of oil in the world, petroleum? Now Venezuela, but it is expensive to extract those oils. Maybe in the deeper underground, least expensive oil mine is in Saudi Arabia. Very, they only $2 per barrel. Current extraction is also expensive. There is a cost involved. You are extracting, drilling pipe, and making it. Okay, Venezuela. But see, even they have largest oil reserve they export, but still so poor people are fleeing only because of US sanction, because their government is very hostile against USA, communist government, or not really communist, US sanction, and become so poor. Iran have huge reserve and their seller of oil, but US sanction made them so poor. USC is so powerful, dominance in international economy. Hmm. So the cartel is weakened if there is a disagreement over target. So this OPEC led by Saudi Arabia, they fix the supply, production costs. They themselves made a kind of like will per day limit will produce up to 10 million barrel per day. Nigeria will produce this quota, that quota, okay, in this way. So they can fix the supply. Say for example, they are saying from next month, now how many members in OPEC countries? 17 or 18, anyone? From next month, we will all produce 10% less of our quota. 10% less of our quota. Each country has assigned a quota for them. Don't you think oil supply of the world will decrease? Supply curve of oil will shift to the left, and what will happen? Price will increase. This they do so. Artificial shortage they make. It's true. They make. So this is called cartel. Collusion. You are familiar with the word collusion. Okay? Collusion. In Bangladesh, syndicate. So they are fixing the supply. They are fixing the price. If they say, okay, we'll minimum will charge $80 per barrel. Not less than that. They can do that. Okay. So this is cartel. Hmm. Now, it can weaken disagreement over. Sometimes price war broke out with them. Why? That is prisoner's dilemma. Okay, can you remember that theory? Prisoner's dilemma, betraying each other. They fixed then because, say for example, Russia is in a dire state for US dollar to make more revenue. It is one of their major earner of revenue. But due to agreement they can't sell off, they want to sell off more of uh, petroleum to get more revenue from international community, from China, those area. But due to those agreement, they can't sell more, they can't sell more. They ask like Saudi Arabia that okay, we have to increase our production to get more money. So they no, 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 oil price will drop down. Then what happened? Russia betrayed. It's okay, I'm out of this agreement now. Russia started producing and selling oil in their own, breaching the agreement. Then Saudi Arabia, okay, price or okay, Russia's production cost per barrel is much more higher than Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia has low production cost and they can afford to sell oil at a very low price. Still they can make profit. Saudi Arabia is lowering its price. Okay, then Russia is lowering its price. Other countries lowering price. This price war broke out and oil price dropped down to $20 per barrel within weeks due to price war. If competitors start price war, to grab more market share from other rival, other competitor, they're lowering price. Don't you think price will get reduced? Oil price had dropped down to $20 per barrel. Again, after fighting few weeks, they have thought, okay, enough is enough. We are fighting and we are all losing revenue. It's okay. Then they will sit together. Their oil ministers will sit together and okay, make again agreements. It's okay. Let's stop fighting. Let's reach an agreement again. This happens sometimes. Hmm. So that is cartel. OPEC denies that it acting as a single monopoly, cutting output in order just to higher price consumer. Make more money. Okay, tax. Okay, this stuff. So now you understood what is cartel mean? What cartel means? Nusrat. Hmm?
जी सर
Okay. Any confusion over this cartel? Huh? When farms, they're all separate countries but farms as well. Okay, they produce, oil producers, they form a cartel to like fix the supply, fix the price sometime indirectly. Fixing the supply means fixing the price. They know if there is a production cost, oil price will rise. Okay, now
স্যার এই কার্টেল কনসেপ্টটা কি অনেক ইম্পর্টেন্ট?
কিছু, because oligopoly, if say for example in Bangladesh four major mobile company, don't you think it is a oligopoly market, Priya? In Bangladesh, mobile operators.
জি স্যার।
In India, how many mobile operators are there?
স্যার অলিগোপলি হবে বেশি না,
কত, কয়টা?
আই থিঙ্ক 5-6।
5-6. Bangladesh 4. So oligopoly. If from next day they may, fix the price that will charge minimum, it is now average. What is the call rate in India per minute? How many rupees?
আই ডোন্ট নো স্যার।
Oh my god. You don't buy minutes from the
I'll have to check. It's not, I mean, I don't do it myself.
in Bangladesh, say for example around 70 paisa per minute. Okay, if they fix the price that four of us, we are in like we have to increase our revenue, so from next week we'll charge at least 2 টাকা per minute. 2 টাকা ছিল অনেক আগে, এখন 2 টাকা, তখন 10-12 টাকা, এই প্রেজেন্ট ভ্যালুয়েশন 50 টাকা পার মিনিট। প্রেজেন্ট ইনফ্লেশন অ্যাডজাস্ট করে আমি দেখছি আমরা 50 টাকা পার মিনিট তারা চার্জ করছে, তখন আমরা 1-1.5 মিনিটের বেশি কথা বলতাম। নাও সো কি বলতেছিলাম, ও if they sit together and make an agreement, they will charge minimum 2 টাকা per minute, Priya, or in India they will charge 2 rupee per minute. Priya, would you have any choice?
জি স্যার।
Then don't you think they can exploit us by like fixing price in this way?
জি স্যার।
That is called collusion, and if they do so, then they will be termed as cartel. Mobile operator cartel. Understand? Fixing the price. Cartel. Yes, it is important. Cartel. They can distort market structure. A cartel can act like a single firm. Like monopoly is a price maker. Whatever they charge, we have no choice but to pay them. Isn't it, Priya? Monopoly?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
So, oligopoly or monopolistic competition, few companies are making cartel and act like a single firm. Whatever they fix the price, we are bound to pay them. Cartel.
জি স্যার।
So though they are oligopoly, many firms are there, but they will act like monopoly or a single firm. That is the disadvantage of cartel. Okay, so the long-term survival, Priya, read out. The long-term survival of cartel depend upon.
The long-term survival of a cartel depends upon the high barriers to entry. However, there are threats to a cartel, such as the possibility of a price war, whereby one firm breaks rank to capture a bigger market share.
Yes, it can happen. That Russia and Saudi Arabia did before quite a few times. Price war. I follow that oilprice.com and follow. If the price war between them, it's good for us, oil importing countries like Bangladesh, India, China. We enjoy lower price oil.
If some members have higher costs than others, resulting in fewer profits due to agreed fixed price, if there's no dominant member that has the power to control others, legal obstacles such as in the Europe and the USA where cartels are illegal since they restrict competition and do not act in the best interests of consumers.
I have seen in England, UK, there is a special authority under government or OFT, Office of Fair Trade. They will investigate is they're fixing price or not, cartels or not. Okay, if they see they're fixing price, they'll fine those firms so heavily they'll be nearly bankrupt, and there will be bad image to their consumer. Consumers may boycott their product. They're exploiting us because their government knows economics. See, you have seen from market structure. So to be to provide good quality of goods and services at reasonable price, to make the farms efficient, perfectly competitive market is appropriate, isn't it? Most efficient. Now, so if you are distorting this competition, no competition at all, eh, no competition, fixing the price, then eh, consumers are subject to exploit, and farms won't be efficient, won't make efficient allocation of resources. Economics is all about efficient allocation of resources. Now we know, isn't it? So yes, so they ensure competition. So they ensure competition. Yes, they are against nationalization, state control. They will make more of thing privatized, but they will ensure competition in the market. Uh, Now principal agent problem. Uh, so Shaira, now who haven't read yet? Uh, Raif,
Yes, sir.
read out key term principal agent problem.
Principal agent problem, where one person, the agent, makes decisions on behalf of another person, the principal.
Principal. It happened for multinational company. Say in Bangladesh, we can say Bata is a multinational company. Bata shoes. It has production plant in Gazipur Tungi. I don't know, when I was a kid, reading in school grade 4 5, there was a Bata production plant in Dhamrai. I don't know still it is there or not. Bata. Okay, and they have in different countries they have production plant. Okay, Bata, the land. So here, of course, there is a country director who is responsible for Bata of Bangladesh country. Huh. He is making decision for all Bata shoes production, sales, price, isn't it? On behalf of, where is Bata's headquarter now? I don't know actually in which country, Canada or something, somewhere. Okay, for the major country. Now there can be a conflict of interest, owner and this branch manager. Okay, owners maybe they will their aim is making more profit, whereas Bata manager they're interested is sales maximization. Owners objective is profit maximization, branch manager sales maximization, more sale revenue, more sale they can make. He can like get more, like what, uh, more sale or more promotion or something like that. Okay, okay. Principal agent problem also takes place in public limited company. You know, public limited company sells their shares in stock exchange. So if you buy any share of any company, you are some kind of owner of that company, isn't it? So shareholders, their interest is getting more dividend. You know, dividend means the profit paid to shareholders by public limited company. Whereas owners or directors, their aim can be different. They want to expand their business. Okay, so if they want to expand their business, they can't give much dividend to shareholders. They'll keep most of the profit as retained profit, reinvested back to the business. Okay, so here the directors of a public limited company, eh, they are acting, eh, taking decision on behalf of shareholders, eh, but shareholders expectation don't match with their objective. Okay, this is kind of principal agent problem. Hmm. In making decision about growth of firm, it is assumed that okay, we'll read out. Raif, read out. In making decision about growth of firms.
In making decisions about the growth of firms, it is assumed that those who make the decisions have the authority to do so. In small firms, this is most likely to be the owner or partners who agree on how growth might or might not occur. They have the authority to act. In a large firms, especially those with shareholders, this is not always the case. What can arise is a gulf in decision making between the firm's management and ownership. This is known as the principal agent problem. The principal agent problem occurs when one person, the agent, makes decisions on behalf of another person, the principal. The agent, through a day to day involvement in the firm, has more information than the principal. This difference is an example of asymmetric information and moral hazard. The problem is that the principal does not know how the agent will act. The principal also is not sure that the agent will act in the principal's best interest. In the case of a firm's growth, the agent may have plans and a strategy that differ from those of the principal. The agents may decide to act in their own interest. If successful, the agents stand to gain prestige and enhance their own career development. The principal is not fully aware of what the growth plans involve. This is called the agency cost. The principal agent problem is an example of market failure that occurs because of information failure. The principal should be the one in the best position to determine a firm's future growth. This is often not so and leads to misallocation of resources.
Okay, it happens in Bangladesh. Like bank manager, hey, all the banks, like say for example, Islami Bank. It is the largest private bank in Bangladesh. Have plenty, more than hundreds of branches. Okay, now, huh, so branch managers are local agents, huh, and owner is one. So owners like aim is to make more profit, but branch managers may be selling the loans in lower interest rate, or taking bribes from the borrower. Yes, I can pass 10 million taka loan to you, but you have to pay me 5 lakh taka, huh, as like this. So don't you think huh, it's principal agent problem? I have seen this corruption in garment industry or buying house merchandiser, huh, they is making order, say for example Tesco, হ্যাঁ ব্রিটিশ কোম্পানি টেসকো দেখি আর কয় মিনিট আছে আমাদের 8 minutes হ্যাঁ টেসকো British company, uh, okay, so they are buying from Bangladesh, so they made an agent, buying house agent, who will make the order in garments factories to get their clothing done. So those agents are taking bribes from garment factories. Okay, I can place a like uh, $10 million worth, or 1 million $1 million worth হ্যাঁ order of making shirts, হ্যাঁ but you have to bribe me $10,000 for that, and garments industries they do so. So it is principal agent problem. Here it is totally corrupt. Maybe if he is honest, he could do that in other garment industry at cheaper price, but one garment industry bribing him, making getting the order, but at higher price. Tesco always want to these garment product to be made in lower price. Okay, isn't it lower, but it is higher price. Why? But the agent, the merchandiser, okay, he is taking this, his interest is taking bribe. Understand? That is principal agent problem. Got it? So if I could continue as a merchandiser in garment industry, and I was a corrupt, dishonest person like this, I could make millions of money by this time. But Alhamdulillah, Allah saved me. Okay. So, okay. Now, got it? Principal agent problem?
এক্সপোর্ট থেকে ব্রাইব নিচ্ছে
না, ওরা বাংলাদেশের গার্মেন্ট ইন্ডাস্ট্রি থেকে ব্রাইব নেয়। 3-3.5 গার্মেন্ট ইন্ডাস্ট্রি আছে, সবাই চাচ্ছে মোর অর্ডার, নাহলে গার্মেন্ট ইন্ডাস্ট্রি খাবে কি? হ্যাঁ, গার্মেন্ট ইন্ডাস্ট্রি ব্রাইব করে, হ্যাঁ, যে আমাদের কাছে অর্ডার দাও, হ্যাঁ, গার্মেন্ট ইন্ডাস্ট্রির অর্ডার তো পরিচিত মার্চেন্টাইজ, তোমাকে লাখ 10 টাকা দিয়ে দিই। তো হ্যাঁ, 5 কোটি টাকার অর্ডার কাজ যদি পায়, তাহলে 10 লাখ টাকা দিবে না? হ্যাঁ, আরো প্রতি মাসে এরকম বিভিন্ন গার্মেন্ট ইন্ডাস্ট্রির কাছ থেকে এরকম ইয়া নিচ্ছে, এগুলোকে কমিশন খাওয়া, এগুলোকে গার্মেন্টস এর টার্মে বলে কমিশন। হ্যাঁ, সবাই একজন আরেকজনের কাছ থেকে কমিশন খায়। গার্মেন্টসে যে কত করাপশন, কত কিছু জানে ওখানে, জানে। মানে আমরা হচ্ছি মনে হয় ওয়ান অফ দ্য